bakers, and welcome to Online Baking Academy. My name is Charles. In today's lesson we are going to talk about bread shaping, and a lot of home bakers are struggling with this, so I hope you get some value of this video. I'm going to show you how to shape some tin loaves in different sizes, and then I'm going to show you how to shape a round bread that you're going to prove in a Benetton basket. And then finally I'm going to show you how to shape a freestanding loaf. So let's get started. So let's do some shaping, and I'm going to start with the 2-pound tin loaf. And make sure you grease up your tin loaf. You can just use a little bit of oil if you want. So make sure you have a little bit of flour on your work surface. Flip your dough over so you have the dry side on your table and the wet side up. So gently pat it down so it forms a natural circle. These doughs was already pre-shaped. So when you have your dough like this, pull it out, put one side over, so it creates like a seam, and this side over again, so you get like this triangle shape, and then press it down a little bit, and the base of your dough here, you want it approximately the same width as your tin. And then basically you're going to fold it over like this and roll it up, press with your thumb, roll it, press, roll it. And there is your tin loaf. If it has a lot of bubble, just pinch them. And then I'm just gonna dust it a little bit with some flour. And here you can see you have this seam here in the middle, and that is exactly how we want it. And then you just pop it in your tin, give it a little shake, make sure it comes in natural, and don't worry about the holes here inside. There's no need for you to push it in. It is all gonna prove up and become a nice loaf. So that was our first tin loaf. And now we're gonna do a 1-pound loaf. And same again, grease it up a little bit, and then we are ready to shape. And this dough is around 450 grams, and the big one is 850 grams. So again, pat it down so it's like a natural circle. Take this side, fold it over, and then the other side, so you get this triangle. I had a little bit too much flour on this, and the base here, you want it to be the same length as your tin. And then you fold this, and then you roll it and press with your thumbs. You don't have to press too hard, and then it's all rolled up, and there you have it. A little bit of dusting, and your seam is in the middle. So this is a very simple shaping that works really, really well. And now I'm going to show you a round loaf that I proved in a Benetton basket. And the principle is a little bit the same. You take your dough, flip it over, have a little bit of flour on your table, make sure it doesn't stick. If it sticks, you can always put a little bit more flour, but you don't want any flour in here because you will get raw flour inside your bread. So again, the natural circle, and then you take one and you pull it out like this and into the middle. Then you turn your bread and pull it into the middle. Turn your bread, pull it into the middle, and the same, you can hold it a little bit with your thumb here. And you just keep on going until you go all the way around. And there's our round loaf, and then you just turn it around a little bit like this. And if there's any major bubbles, just pinch them out. And there's your round loaf, nice tension. And then you turn it upside down in your floured Banneton basket. And then you cover it and you prove it in the fridge until the next day. Now we are shaping a freestanding loaf. And again, put a little bit of flour on your table. Take your dough, pat it down like before, natural circle. And this time I am gonna do exactly the same. Make that triangle. And if there's any big bubbles, just pinch them. Push down your dough, roll it up, go with your thumbs, push it in. And again, you have this seam on the bottom, which is really important. If you don't have the seam on the bottom and you have it here on the side, when you bake it, your bread will burst open in the sides. Especially when you have a freestanding loaf like this. And this one, I am gonna brush it with a little bit of water. And I'm gonna turn it around in some blue poppy seeds. Freestanding loaf. You prove it for half an hour, you score it, and then you bake it. And that's the same thing with our tin loaves. The one in the Banneton, you can also prove it for half an hour and bake it, but I prefer to prove them overnight in the fridge. And with the freestanding, of course, you can make a small one as well. Pat it down, fold it over, same again, the triangular shape, push it with your thumbs, roll it up, push it, push it, and roll it. And there it is. Seam side in the bottom. And this one I'm just gonna dust it with a little bit of flour. And here is our different shapes. And yeah, let's see them when they are baked. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you got some value from this little tutorial.